Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We speak with our tongue. Tongue is the main part of our body. When we want to express anything, we use it. So, this way, when we want to say anything with our tongue, that must be under control. And sometimes this tongue becomes the source of our insult, punishment, trouble in our life. Because we give it full freedom. So this way, if we try to look at it, it is under double prison. So this is something which is under double prison. First you can see the prison of the lips, then is prison of the bars, the teeth. So this way it is protected. You can say it has a dual protection by Allah. This way we have to protect it also. Otherwise we will suffer its consequences. Very important. Because if we look at the structure of our tongue, it is a part of meat. So it is actually, it has two functions. The first major function of it, because it makes welding. From our lungs, from the vocal cords, they give us the sound. That sound travels from the lungs through the hollow tube up to the mouth. So then in the mouth, this tongue change that sound into words, and those words are expressed before the people. So this way our tongue is a machine of making words. And our mind is fully represented mostly with our tongue. So our thinking is also depicted from our tongue. And mostly you can see the ruling of our tongue on our body. This way, if we are just to look after it, then we will be safe. If we give it full freedom, then we will suffer into different type of problems and troubles. So we have to look after it as much as we can. The other thing very important, that this tongue, it has the main relationship with the heart. Whatever is said with the tongue, so the presentation of it plays a pivotal role on the heart. This way you can see, we are Muslim, we have Iman. Iman is the name of two things. Ikrarum bil lisani wa tasdeequm bil qalb. So ikrarum bil lisani, the confirmation with our tongue, then وَتَصْدِيقٌ بِالْقَلْبِ, then verification of that confirmation with our heart. So whatever is said by our tongue, our heart verify that one. So it means if our tongue is speaking the truth, so it will enlighten our heart. So the good quality that will be on the heart we can observe. But if a person who is telling lies, automatically its darkness prevails on the surface of the earth, surface of the earth of the heart. Holy Prophet Muhammad also said, when a person is just to do a sinful act, so the heart becomes black, a black dot or black space, it prevails on the heart of the person. So when a person is trying to tell a lie, lying is sinful act, it plays a dark impact on the surface of the heart. So if a person is lying again and again, backbiting, taunting, cursing, abusing, automatically that person is trying to make his or her own heart in full darkness. So this way there is a close relationship between the tongue and the heart. And then that is depicted or that is reflected with the mind. For example, when a person you can see who is very sad person, so this sadness will be prominent from his talking, his conversation. What the person will say, from his saying, there will be depiction of his sadness. And this sadness will reflect its implication on the surface of the heart. And the situation of the heart will be represented by the mind. So the mind of the person, mind means the brain of the person, then takes this situation from the heart, sends this sadness situation to the glands of the eyes, and from where the hormones in the form of tears come out. So you say that time the person is crying, this person is so much sad. So you can see how the cooperation and coordination of tongue with heart, with brain, and with glands, and with hormone, the whole situation, how it occurs. So it means the tongue plays very important part in the situation of the heart. And then heart verifies, heart testifies the presentation of the tongue, because it is adversely affected if the impression from the tongue is bad. But if impression from the tongue is good, then heart is so much glad. And the gladness of the heart, it moves from the heart towards the brain, and then brain sends its information to the parts of the body from where the person laughs or smiles. So that shows the gladness of the heart, depicting from the face of the person. We feel this person is happy now. So actually the tongue, heart have very close association, and then the brain, this situation brings it out with the help of body organs through the glands and secreting the hormones. Very important point. For example, sometimes you can see when a person is busy in sexual conversation with someone, automatically the person's heart feels its situation, and this situation is moved, or it waves out towards the brain, from where a special type of glands, they get information to secrete something through the hormones to represent the situation of sexual conversation that is represented by the tongue, and now it is shown by the body. So this is the whole situation, how the tongue is using the body parts. This way it is very important to control the tongue. Whatever we say from our tongue, that brings a quality, a special type of impact on our heart. If we are talking good things, automatically we are enlightening our heart. If we are busy in bad things like lying, backbiting, taunting, hurting someone, teasing someone, like anything that is representing the bad things from our talking, that will bring the darkness in on our heart. So this way a person who speaks the truth and the person who tells a lie, they are not equal. Because the person who speaks the truth, that enlightens the heart. But the person who tells a lie, he darkens his own heart. This way a heart which is dark, how do you find the capability, the capacity or motivation or initiation towards his or her own creator? So that person will not be obedient. You will find that person when there is Salatul Asr time, Salatul Maghrib time, any Salah time, the person will not be in a position to leave the job or work or whatever person is doing, will not be able to leave it to go to bow down himself or herself before his or her creator. This way, a person who is lying, backbiting, taunting, cursing, abusing other person, that person is darkening his or her own heart. Holy Prophet Muhammad also said that when a person who is doing any sinful act, that depict on the heart of the person a dark point. So if a person is doing again the sinful act, the dark point on the heart, it increases in volume. Even if the person is doing a sinful act again and again, or different sinful act the person is doing, automatically the darkness, it covers the whole heart. When the whole heart is dark, then that person is not have capability to get the guidance of Allah through Holy Quran or through Sunnah of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and that person have no access to Sharia, no access to having to Iman. Even that person will be away from real Iman, will be near to Shaitan. But there is chances that if the person is just to do Tawbah Astaghfar, then Allah is ready to accept. Then possibility to bring back to the original situation, then the life of a person will start again. So this way, very important for us that our Iman is also hidden in our tongue through the heart. We must be careful while using our tongue. Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam also said that if you guarantee two things, I will give you guarantee of paradise. The two things, the first one is your tongue, the second one is your private parts. If you are just to look after them, don't use them, those types of things which are forbidden in Sharia. If you are exceeding the limits of Sharia, you are not staying within the limits of Sharia, automatically then you are going away from Islam and going near to Shaitan. So this way, today we understand that we have to look after our tongue every time. So because it can make and mar our life. Allah gave us tawfiq to protect it. Ameen.